Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. This is a general love reading for the sign of Capricorn for this upcoming week in March. My co-star Carmela is here today joining us. Everything that you need to know about this video and the reading is in the description box below. I do want to remind everybody that this is a general love reading, so it can pertain to just about anything. Be flexible with the energy. You may feel like I'm reading for you. You could also feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. My intention, as always, Capricorn, is to reach the people who need the message the most, who will benefit from the message. So take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Some of it may resonate for you. Maybe some of the details won't. But I will read what I see in the cards, and I try to get as much information as I can. So we'll see what comes up for Capricorn today. I am going to get started. Let's give this deck one cut and we'll see what's going on for Capricorn. Here we go. I'm going to start off with the Hermit, paired with the Knight of Swords in reverse. The Star in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. The Ten of Swords in reverse. The Sun. The King of Pentacles in reverse. And the Tower in reverse. Okay, Capricorn, so what's going on for you today? It looks like you might be searching for some answers, maybe seeking some clarity regarding something I think that you're feeling hesitant about. Maybe unsure about what action to take. Maybe you're even feeling a little fearful. You might be unsure as to whether or not you're going to be able to make the right decision or do the right thing. The King of Pentacles in reverse is on the table. This is somebody who can be feeling a little uncertain about something, feeling a little bit nervous or scared. This can be somebody who's feeling incapable, lacking responsibility, unwilling to act responsibly. Typically, the King of Pentacles in the upright position is somebody who is a very loyal, compassionate partner, family man, somebody who's a provider, a protector, somebody who's very loyal, an upstanding citizen, very grounded, hard worker. In the reverse, you can kind of embody the opposite of that, or maybe even adopt a more egocentric, kind of selfish attitude or nature about him. This could be you or somebody that you're dealing with. You decide what makes sense. I haven't decided who I'm reading for yet. We just have this one energy out here. So I want to get some more information before I determine that. Capricorn, let's see what else we get. We have the High Priestess, the King of Swords, the Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Lovers, the Devil in reverse, clarifying this King, and the Emperor. Okay, so I think that the King of Pentacles is you, Capricorn. I feel like this is somebody who's working on getting out of the sense of feeling a little bit insecure, feeling unsure or incapable, or or lacking a certain level of responsibility because he doesn't feel like he has the ability or the maybe the mindset or the skill set, but this person is working on getting out of this shadow energy and taking control of the situation. We've got the Emperor here clarifying the Tower. So with the Hermit and the High Priestess in your underlying energy, I feel like you're going within. You are, Capricorn, possibly seeking guidance from your spirit guides, seeking some answers from them. This King of Swords could potentially represent you gaining some clarity from going within. Like I said, seeking guidance from your higher self or spirit. Because I do sense there's this some fear or trepidation, feeling cautious, feeling uncertain about what move to make. This could be with regard to a relationship with this Queen of Wands or something that's going on within the relationship. I feel like there's a lot of anxiety. You're in your head quite a bit about this, you and or this Queen of Wands. I feel like you've been worrying about this, feeling a high level of anxiety, maybe whatever you're dealing with is keeping you up at night, giving you nightmares. What is this? Is that a feather? That's a feather. I thought I had crap on my arm, but it was just a feather. So the Queen of Wands, let's talk about her. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's highly ambitious and creative, somebody who is a go-getter. She goes after what she wants. She is not a wallflower. She is not afraid of taking on a challenge. She can be very social and active, have a lot on her plate. Someone who has high expectations for herself and is capable of meeting those expectations. She's clarifying the Star in reverse. I feel like this Queen is waiting for something, or she's anticipating something coming her way. With this Three of Wands, she may have been working towards a goal and just feels like she's expecting something, but she's got the Star in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. She might be feeling less hopeful that what she wants is going to transpire, or maybe she feels like she hasn't gone about things the right way. And this could be related to this relationship with you, Capricorn. So we have the Sun in the Lovers card. I feel like there needs to be some communication or some clarity regarding this relationship. It feels like there may be some uncertainty between the two of you, or something that's lacking, some kind of understanding. Let's get some more cards out here, Capricorn. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. The Page of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Swords. Ten of Swords, this time in the upright position. Nine of Wands. Ten of Wands in reverse. The King of Swords again, clarifying this King of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords, clarifying the Tower. Okay, so there's something going on between this King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. There's some communication that needs to be had between the two of these people. And this Queen may be anticipating an end, possibly to the relationship, but she could also be anticipating the end of some kind of conflict or disruption within this relationship. But she's trapped by a lack of hope right now. She's trapped by the sense that there's a lack of hope. She may be anticipating an ending of sorts. I don't know if it's an end to this relationship. But whatever the case may be, I think she feels like it's the wrong thing to do. And the King of Pentacles, I feel like, Capricorn, I feel like you are getting to the point where you are accepting some responsibility that you need to take control of the situation and communicate. I don't feel like you're ready to yet. I think that you are feeling like it's your responsibility, though, to clear things up, communicate in some way with this Queen, but you are fighting fear right now, fighting anxiety, afraid maybe that you will not be successful with your communication or the action that you decide to take. This to me indicates a significant amount of fear, anxiety, dwelling on maybe the words you're going to use, the action you're going to take. And then there's, again, this indication up here where you're just not feeling up to the task to say or do what you need to do or say. So you are really going within right now. I do feel like you are trying to gain a certain level of support by going within, by seeking counsel. I mean, if you're not just, doing some meditating and seeking advice from your spirit guide, you might actually be seeking some advice from someone that you trust, somebody that you care about, somebody that you love, to get out of this shadow energy so they can help you through this, because we have the King of Swords out here twice. So this can indicate, again, contacting your higher self, getting in touch with spirit, your spirit guides, or actually maybe speaking to counsel, or a priest, or a deacon, or maybe even someone who's in law enforcement. This can indicate somebody who, a judge or a lawyer. The King of Swords is a very clear thinker, somebody who knows the difference between right and wrong. This person doesn't mince words. He's highly intelligent. Somebody you would want to look to seek guidance and support if you're in a troubled situation, which I feel like Capricorn is. And with the Seven of Swords out here, there is something that you're dealing with that could be. The Seven of Swords can indicate just about anything, and we just had the Seven of Swords prominently in the Sagittarius reading as well. This can indicate lies, something being covered up, criminal activity, deceitful behavior, someone trying to get away with something, somebody who's just not acting in a very moral way. I mean, it can be as benign as someone keeping secrets, if that's benign at all. I mean, you decide. It depends on what kind of secrets they are, I suppose, to someone committing an actual crime. But something I feel needs to be exposed or talked about, Capricorn, and for whatever reason, I think you're feeling responsible to do this. And the person you're dealing with, again, this Queen of Wands. And it may be because there's been a lack of communication between the two of you, but this Queen of Wands has a sense that whatever it is she's anticipating or waiting for, she doesn't have a whole lot of hope for. Could be an ending with this Ten of Swords out here. She might be anticipating an ending, but I don't think that she feels like it's the right thing or the right path to choose. Or maybe she's seeking an ending. I mean, it could be vice versa too. I could totally have this wrong, where she's looking at possibly ending a relationship or ending a conflict within this relationship. Let's see what else we get here for you, Capricorn. We have the Ace of Swords, clarifying the High Priestess, and Justice in reverse. Five of Wands, clarifying this Queen's energy. The Empress. Magician in reverse. There's the Ten of Swords again, clarifying the Lovers. The King of Pentacles, or sorry, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Stop chewing on my hair. And Temperance in reverse. So again, there's a sense that maybe there's an end coming, some kind of ending, or something that needs to come to an end within this relationship. And it's going to happen when something is exposed or when something is cleared up. When there's this sense that something needs to be cleared up or something needs to be exposed. Something needs to be let out. An understanding. I feel like there may have been deceit and manipulation going on within this relationship with one or both parties. I think this Queen of Wands is desiring some kind of communication. I think that she wants to communicate. I think that she wants to have an opportunity to speak her mind. She's also got the Empress energy, clarifying this Three of Wands. So the Empress is someone who's very nurturing, loving, wise. The Empress is kind of like all the queens put into one, but is a very positive energy. I like to say she's all that and a bag of chips, this queen, or this Empress. And that might be why this king is facing such a challenging situation, and why he hasn't budged so far. He hasn't made any moves because he's still working to get out of his shadow energy. Because he's facing a difficult, challenging situation where I think he has to be the one to expose something, or reveal something, or admit something. This is feeling similar to the Sagittarius reading, so maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius. It's possible there might be something in that reading for you as well, Capricorn. With this Magician in reverse, again, I get the sense that there's something that happened between the two, some kind of wrongdoing, manipulation, someone trying to get one over on the other. Feels like this King of Pentacles needs to confess something. That's what I'm getting more than anything. And I don't know if what he has to confess is going to end this relationship, or if what he's confessing is that he wants an ending to the relationship, or vice versa, this queen with him. Because again, if this King of Pentacles is embodying this kind of shadow energy, it could be that this queen has just had enough, that she is ready to put an end to this connection. Maybe this king is fighting that. He feels that maybe if he talks or exposes what's happened or what he knows or whatever the case may be, that it's going to be the nail in the coffin, if you know what I mean. So we have the Nine of Wands, this time in reverse. And there's the Queen of Wands again. So this is a need to confront, expose, come face to face with, admit defeat, clear something up between these two people. I think that this queen was probably wronged in some way. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Wands. Page of Wands. King of Wands. You know, the page, the knight, and the king all come out together. The King of Swords in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is feeling so similar to the Sagittarius reading. The deeper I get into it, the more similar it gets. So this king needs to take action. He needs to do something, and he's not right now because he is trying to deal with some insecurities, feeling like maybe he can't or he's not capable. But it is his responsibility to communicate, reconnect, come clean, expose something, reveal something. I think this queen would be willing to take action toward this king, but I don't feel like she thinks it's her place to do that. And she might be avoiding contact or communication because she knows that there is an ending looming. It's hard for me to tell, and it can be vice versa. And I keep saying that this king has a responsibility to come forward to this queen and expose something or admit something or confess something, but it could be vice versa. It could be that he knows something about this queen and wants her to confess. He wants to confront her. But the reason why I'm leaning toward the king needing to come clean or confess or confront something that he did, Seven of Swords energy, is because he's in reverse and we have the Queen of Wands twice in the upright position with the Empress. She's not in shadow energy at all. She's got the Empress, like I said here. So it feels like there's something that needs to be taken care of between these two. And it feels heavy. It feels really heavy. It feels very uncomfortable. Seven of Swords, Magician in reverse. Justice in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. We've got the Ten of Swords out here 3 times. Twice in the upright, once in reverse. Eight of Swords. It just feels very uncomfortable. So I think this king is... And again, Capricorn, I feel like I'm reading for this king. I feel like you're working toward mustering up the courage, the willpower, the energy, maybe coming up with some answers on how to do what you feel like you need to do. But right now you're just in this stuck energy, maybe feeling even a little doubtful that this is ever going to transpire or resolve itself. Well, it's not going to resolve itself. I mean, let's be honest. This is definitely something that needs to be taken care of through three. I don't know what that is. What are you doing? She's got the cat all going crazy too. Carmela, what are you doing? Was that just your little exercise fly around? Good grief. She even, well, you saw her. She went down behind the chair, which she never does, and then swooped into the living room. And of course the cat, who never even pays attention to her, mind you, otherwise I wouldn't have her out here. He's a very mild-mannered cat. He got all excited because she is acting like a cat toy, frankly. You know, if you want him to get excited and go after you, you did the right thing right there. She made herself a cat toy. I'm glad you survived. She survived. The cat's just in shock. He's just sitting in there with this blank stare on his face. Like he doesn't know what happened. Licking his lips. He missed his meal. His early lunch. Okay, Capricorn. Sorry for the distraction. Let's get back to this reading and get a Dreams of Gaia tarot card. See if we can't get any clarity for you. Something that will help you move forward, or maybe make a decision on what you need to say, what you want to get out of this situation. One card for Capricorn, please. I need to, these things are sticking a little bit, Capricorn. What time do we have? Where are we? 23? And my clock is sideways for some reason. I hope that's not messing up my recording. I've never seen it sideways before. Oh well, we can find out. Okay, one card for Capricorn, or two. Is this two? This is three. Do I want these? Okay, I'm going to take them. We have the Queen of Fire, the Queen of Wands. I don't need to read that card. The Mother in reverse, and the Four of Water. Okay, I'll probably read the Mother in reverse and the Four of Water for you, Capricorn. But this is the Queen of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. And in this deck, the court cards tend to be pretty similar to the traditional meanings. So again, I do feel like this is the person you're dealing with, and you could be, Capricorn, you could be this Queen of Wands. Again, you can reverse the roles, whatever makes sense to you. Obviously, don't try to make this reading fit, but if you are this Queen of Wands, you're going to know it. So again, this Queen of Wands is a very ambitious, passionate, outgoing individual, somebody who commands attention and goes after with what she wants, a very active individual. So we have the Mother in reverse. Let's read that one first. And if they're in reverse, it is a potential blockage. So here we go, Capricorn. The reversed Mother can signal the presence of an aspect of self, our own self, or that of another, that is devouring and cruel and uses psychological or emotional manipulation to instill guilt in her child for not meeting her expectations. When her disappointment is used as a weapon and a means to control and bind her children to her, the natural process of individualization may be kept from occurring. Receiving this reversed card asks you to ask if you have fallen into a pattern of using emotional manipulation to control others. Is your hurt or disappointment genuine? Or do you act in a deliberate manner to instill guilt and remorse in order to manipulate people into meeting your expectations of them? Another aspect of the reversed Mother is evidenced by those who are willing to give their all and everything to others. These people seem consumed by a need to be needed and feel that it is their place and purpose in life to fix every wrong and make everyone happy. They get involved because if they do not, the situation will not be resolved, and leaving a situation unresolved is not something they can tolerate. These people may be perpetually cooking, cleaning, and mothering others instead of allowing those they mother to learn to be responsible for themselves. Have you involved yourself in a situation that is really none of your concern because you want people around you to be happy? Do you have a tendency to offer unasked for advice? Do you often act as a peacemaker or intermediary without being asked? Do you live your life constantly doing for others what they are capable of doing? Do you live through others? Do you give up your time to do for them what you should be doing for yourself? The reversed mother suggests that these things, while done with love, are still aspects of a controlling mother because they can prevent others from standing on their own 2 feet, resolving their own conflicts and becoming independent. Moreover, they are tasks performed to the detriment of nurturing self. Often the very advice given to others is not adhered to by the person giving it because they are perpetually in service to others and neglect themselves. If the mother appears reversed, she symbolizes a situation that you need to step away from, a relationship where you are exerting undue control or influence. Let go of your need to control or to be needed and ask yourself why you are compelled to behave in this manner. Sit back, put your feet up, and relax. Allow those around you to sort out their own dramas and pick up their own dirty laundry for a change, or they will never learn how and will always expect it to be done for them. So these 2 cards, the mother in reverse could indicate one or the other of these energies that I'm reading about in these cards. Queen of Wands or this King of Pentacles. Let's read the 4 of Water and get some clarity on that, and then we'll close out this reading. Okay, the 4 of Water stands before you with quiet confidence and awareness. Despite his scarred appearance, he sees only beauty when he looks at his reflection. A gentle smile curves his lips as he regards himself with kindness and understanding. He has many weaknesses and during his lifetime has made many mistakes, and yet he chooses to see the lessons he has learned and forgiven himself instead of holding on to the feelings of shame, regret, and guilt. Every scar makes him more beautiful, and every mistake presents him the opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become wiser. Like all of us, he has many strengths to balance out his weaknesses, and it is these strengths on which he chooses to focus. He believes he is deserving of both love and happiness, and even when life offers an experience that scars, he refuses to allow hurt or disappointment to erode his self-belief or close his heart. This does not mean that he is blind to his flaws, rather he accepts them for what they are, parts of a whole that is imperfect and perfect at the same time. The 4 of Water arrives in your reading to ask whether you look at yourself with less love than you should. Do you see only your flaws and imperfections and feel as if you should apologize for having them, instead of seeing them as something that gives you depth and character? Those flaws and scars and imperfections are aspects of your nature that make you truly beautiful. You would shine like the sun if you would accept them and forgive them and allow them to simply be a part of who you are. It is time to let go of the idea that to be perfect is to be without flaw. Stop looking for the perfect relationship, the perfect idea or creation, the perfect career or the perfect opportunity. Every relationship, every idea or creation, every career path, and every opportunity has flaws, imperfections, and the potential to fail or go awry. Realize that perfection is a paradoxical state that exists only when there is peaceful acceptance and unconditional love for those scars, weaknesses, and flaws. Perfection is only achieved in seeing, accepting, and loving the flaws, knowing that they are an undeniable, necessary part of the beautiful, magical whole. The 4 of Water comes to ask that you release any feelings of inadequacy or discomfort. You are in this moment everything you are meant to be and so much more. Love yourself without condition. Honestly, I get the feeling that this is for the King of Pentacles, because I do feel this, and have for the whole reading, the sense that he is feeling unworthy, incapable, insecure, unsure of himself. Maybe he has been unwilling to kind of show his true self to this Queen of Wands because of fear that he might be rejected or something of that nature. I do feel like there is this imbalance within this relationship, and maybe communicating or facing that imbalance is what has this king feeling insecure or unsure and this Queen feeling like there is an ending looming. So I think obviously the best medicine for this is a conversation. And I do feel like this King is getting ready to do that, but is still in the process of healing and trying to get past some shadow energy so that he can do what he feels is necessary within this relationship. So I'm going to leave this here, Capricorn. I hope that it gave you some clarity and something to work with. If it did resonate, give me a like, a share, maybe a subscribe. Maybe a subscribe or a comment if you want. Or all of the above would be great too. Anyway, I hope that, again, that you join me again sometime. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye, Capricorn.